Welcome to Hot Topic News. Gun control.
Hello, Daniel First here. Over the past 20 years, the issue of gun control has become more and more of a hot topic in the United States. Some people believe that in the wake of so many violent gun-related incidences, that it is time to limit the access of firearms to the public. However, others believe that the ownership of a gun is a constitutional right. Today we have an expert on the topic, Ben Natan.
Hello, Daniel.
First of all, what really sticks out to you of the things that show we need to limit guns being sold to the public?
Oh, countless things. 1991 in Texas, where 23 people were killed in a restaurant with a handgun, and 13 people killed in the Columbine shootings, along with the 24 injured. In 1998, you have the case where middle school students opened fire with found weapons on their classmates and kill 5 people. Of course, there was the Virginia Tech shooting where 32 people were murdered. The Fort Hood massacres where 13 people are killed by an army psychiatrist, and most recently you have the shooting in Aurora where 12 people were killed in a movie theater. These, among countless others, really show the issue we have in this country.
No, what do you think that issue really is?
Responsibility. That's it. We have vendors that have to be more responsible, making sure that they are that if they are selling, it is to a mentally sound person. Also, parents need to teach their kids the dangers of guns and make sure the kids do not get to them unsupervised.
How do we deal with a vendor responsibly?
Easy. Put heavier regulations on what it takes to own a firearm. Also, limit the kinds of firearms that can be sold to the public. We do not need to be selling downgraded versions of military assault rifles to the masses. There is no need for that.
First of all, what kind of further regulations do you think should be added to the background checks and overall selling of weapons?
Deeper background checks. Also, a very deep psych exam. If anything at all seems off at all, the vendor should have the right to not sell to the person. Also, we have to make sure that whoever is selling the firearms is able to do so without corruption. These things have to be heavily controlled.
But between that and limiting what kind of firearm should be sold to the public, many would argue you are violating their Second Amendment right.
The Second Amendment was written more than 200 years ago. If our forefathers could have seen what the public could do with weapons that we had, they would have probably changed the rule. Times change and laws have to keep up with those times, and I believe these shootings show that we need that change. Also, it states that we need a well-regulated militia, which connotes the possibility of government involvement in the public's use of firearms. However, even then, people who are upset with the idea of controlling who gets guns and who does not should not really be upset. If they are in a position where they are mentally sound, non-crime committing citizens who plan on being responsible with their firearms, they have no reason to be worried about this idea because it truly does not affect them. If someone is really upset about the fact that these laws could hurt them, they are hiding something.
Thank you very much. I'm afraid that's all the time we have. I really appreciate you coming down here to talk to us. Have a nice day.
No problem at all.
Here are some fun infographics for you. The United States is the only red spot on this map indicating 70 to 100 guns owned per 100 people. The U.S. is near the top with 60 to 80% of homicides being the end result of firearms. But let's be clear here. Just because someone owns a gun, it doesn't mean they're murderous psychos. The majority are super responsible with no violent incidents. And to be fair, some Latin American countries like Brazil led in the firearm deaths per 100,000 people at 12 to 70 compared to the U.S. at 2 to 5. Yikes! There are a small amount of people in Brazil packing heat and they are killing a lot of people.
This has been Hot Topic News.